Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's do another in-depth perfume review. We are going to tackle another Dossier dupe fragrance today. And this one here, and honestly this one here as well, which is another dupe from Dossier. Both of these perfumes have been sitting on the top of my Alex 9 drawer here since I think it was around New Year's. Like, I ordered these a while ago and for whatever reason just have not reviewed them yet. So let's do that. Let's talk about these Dossier fragrances here. I'm gonna start with this one today. And I'm actually quite excited about this particular fragrance because this is a dupe of a Kilian fragrance. And if you are familiar with Kilian fragrances at all, they're absolutely beautiful. Every time I go into my local Sephora, they carry most of the fragrances there. I always stop and, you know, get my little like tester strips and I start spraying and smelling. And the Kilian fragrances really are quite intoxicating. They are quite potent, I will say. I actually got a sample of their newer Angel's Share perfume. And oh my gosh, that fragrance was such a powerhouse for me. Not really a fragrance that I personally like completely fell in love with, but I have always loved their Love Don't Be Shy. So what do I have here? I've got a dupe of Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. What does Dossier call this? Dossier calls this Floral Marshmallow, which I think is probably a pretty apt name for this fragrance. I will say with Dossier, you are not paying for fancy packaging. Like, it literally shows up in a box just like this. You get a little fragrance card, which I always appreciate. It gives you the fragrance notes, what it's inspired by. It gives you the perfume concentration. Tells you that there's money back guarantee. So if you do not like the fragrance, you can totally return it. If it doesn't jive with your body chemistry, return it. If it doesn't smell like the original to you, return it. Whatever the reason, you have a return policy. And one thing that I actually just recently learned, and I can't believe I didn't look this up sooner, but I was looking through the website looking for some other fragrances to purchase and review. And I noticed that they actually, any returns, so if a perfume doesn't work for you, they donate it. So when those fragrances come back, you know, in their little original box here, oftentimes they're only used, you know, 2-3 times while someone is like testing the fragrance. There's no reason to necessarily throw that away. They actually donate those to charity. So none of these fragrances that are returned, if they don't work for you, end up in a landfill. They are donated, I'm sure they go to probably a women's shelter or something. And the perfumes are, I guess, recycled that way, which makes me really happy because I kind of always wondered like what they did with the returns. So anyway, I love that it goes to charity. Just another reason why I really enjoy working with Dossier. I've been an ambassador with them for quite some time. From time to time they do, in full disclosure, send me fragrances. Other times I purchase them myself because I want to try a dupe. And a dupe that is not $225, because holy moly, that is the price of the Kilian fragrances, like in their like regular size. I think the largest Kilian fragrance is at 1.7 ounces. I feel like the bottles are quite large, but I want to say it's like 1.7 ounces. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe they're slightly larger. But this size right here, you are getting a 1.7 ounce from Dossier. Again, you're not paying for fancy packaging. So the bottles are all the same. The caps are all the same. They do have a really nice like misting mechanism in terms of like the spray. I always like to show this. Look at what a nice like mist that is. Oh man, the marshmallow in here, you guys. I'm gonna need marshmallow like in everything going forward. Ugh, but I love sweet fragrances. So anyway, let's get into talking about this fragrance here. I think this one was I think we paid $39 for this one. I think so. Dossier does have a buy more, save more type special. You can save up to 20%. If you add 3 items, you get 10% off, and then it kind of goes up from there. The details are all on their website, so I will be sure to link Dossier down below. So yes, so this retails for $39 at Dossier, and they say that the Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy retail price is $240. Woo! Yeah, she's expensive. All right, Dossier, by the way, is also a cruelty-free fragrance company, so that I think is fantastic. If you have a favorite from like a high-end brand like Lancome or Creed or Le Labo, I'm not actually sure. I'm sure most of those are not cruelty-free, but if you are switching over to purchasing cruelty-free when it comes to your beauty products, when it comes to skincare, perfume, makeup, that kind of the frivolous stuff, do know that Dossier is cruelty-free. I love that. You know, anything high-end that I want to repurchase, for example, my Armani C, I'm almost at the end of my life with my Armani C, but Woody Freesia from Dossier is so spot on that I don't even think that I'm gonna miss the Armani C. I'm just gonna go forward with my Woody Freesia and live my best life that way. Also, that is $29 versus I think $95 to probably $100, somewhere around there for the 1.7 ounce of the Armani C. So, oh man, they have it in a candle. Okay, sorry, I'm so distracted. If you are not aware, Dossier also offers some candles that have the like coordinating perfumes that they also sell. I'm really tempted to get the candle. Would you guys want to see a candle review from Dossier? Let me know. All right, let's get to talking about the fragrance notes here. Okay, so your top notes are marshmallow, neroli, and bergamot. So those are sort of the first notes that you smell when you apply this fragrance. And yeah, marshmallow, I told you that was the first thing that hit me. There is a really nice neroli note in here, but it's like softer. And I feel like the marshmallow almost kind of overpowers the neroli. So if you're not actually looking for like a super heavy like floral scent and you're looking for something that leans maybe a little bit more gourmand, I would recommend checking this out because that's really the first thing that hits me. I don't actually pick up the bergamot at all. Kind of relieved by that, but there we go. All right, your middle notes here. Now we're heavy on some florals here in the mid notes. The orange blossom, honeysuckle, jasmine, and orris are all the mid notes. And I do think as the perfume starts to dry down, that marshmallow, it still lingers. Like the marshmallow lingers a long time on me, but then it starts to blend with those floral notes. The orange blossom, really lovely. I think the jasmine that's in here is lovely. Orris, I don't have actually like a ton of experience with that particular note, but I don't get much in the way of honeysuckle. So the jasmine and the orange blossom really are the mid notes that I tend to pick up the most here. And your base, like this is sort of, I guess, almost my favorite part of the fragrance besides the marshmallow, because this has 3 of my like fragrance staples: amber, musk, and vanilla. I love all 3 of those notes, and let me tell you, if I can get all 3 of those combined with some beautiful florals or in with like a really great gourmand, I just think that those make the best base notes. They really support the fragrance. They add a warmth, they add a deliciousness, a coziness. Like this particular scent, to me, I think is a really lovely year-round type fragrance. I just freaking love this. It's so good, you guys. It's definitely a year-round fragrance for me, although I do think this is kind of a fun one for the spring and the summer. I think the floral notes that are in here are definitely applicable to, you know, rocking during the springtime. It is a beautiful, warm, sunny, blue sky spring day here in Oregon, and this just really puts me in the mood for nicer weather, and I am not a nice weather person. I'm actually one of the, sorry that I keep dousing myself with this, but I just love this scent so much. I am someone who prefers the cold and the rain. But when I wear scents like this, something about it just makes me want to embrace the sunshine a whole lot more. I think these perfumes just put me in a better mood is the deal. Now, one thing that I think I'm gonna love most about this Floral Marshmallow being only $39 is I feel like I would be willing to like douse myself the way that I have been, versus with the Real Thing, I think I would be very stingy with my application. Now, I have tried the Real Thing on myself in store at Sephora. I have never purchased the Kilian original fragrance, so I cannot attest to, you know, like the owning experience of that particular fragrance, but I have certainly tried it on in store multiple times. I feel like the end result on me is very similar to the original fragrance. Like, I don't think there is much of a difference. And even if there was to my nose, I'm not sure I could pick it up, because really the main thing that I'm smelling here is that sweet marshmallow. And that is the main thing that I also smell in the original Love Don't Be Shy. So I think in that respect, they really kind of nailed this fragrance. And I think they did a fantastic job with this, you guys. If you have ever thought about checking out the Kilian Love Don't Be Shy, save yourself like well over $100 and maybe give this one a try first. It does come with a guarantee, so if it doesn't work out for you, you can return it. But I'm telling you, I think you're really gonna love it, and I think that $39 is a way better price point. And I plan on doing a like spring favorites video with my Dossier fragrances. I think I'm gonna upload that in April at some point. I'm kind of gathering all of my like spring summer scents from Dossier right now and sort of grouping them together. This one I think is gonna go in that spring summer pile. So I will definitely share with you the fragrances that I have gathered for that. Let me know if you also want one of just like some other like random companies. I mean, in terms of like springtime favorites, I like to do them by brand if I have enough to share. And I feel like I have so many of these Dossier fragrances at this point, it's very easy for me to do like those seasonal videos. Like, it would be harder for me to do one with Nest, for example, because I only have a few of those. Skylar, I have quite a few of those, but honestly not as many like springtime scents. Most of my Skylar fragrances I think are a little bit more appropriate for the fall and winter. But you know, like, I feel like with this particular brand, I have more than enough to kind of choose from for a collection type video. So maybe I'll do that. But anyway, if you have ever tried this dupe, Floral Marshmallow from Dossier, let me know your experience in the comments down below. Again, I'll put a link to where you can purchase this in the description box. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. Give this video a big fat thumbs up if it was helpful to you. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.